Even if a celebrity you like appears in WWE, it's always satisfying seeing them get first-hand experience with how physical wrestling is. It's even more satisfying when it happens to a celebrity you hate. One of the biggest matches in WrestleMania history was the Battle of the Billionaires, Vince McMahon versus Donald Trump. McMahon had Umaga as his representative, while Trump had Bobby Lashley. Stone Cold Steve Austin was the special guest referee, and the billionaire that lost would have his head shaved bald on live TV. The match was crazy, with neither side wanting to lose their hair. In the end though, Bobby Lashley pinned Umaga and Vince McMahon had his head shaved. As Lashley, Trump, and Austin were celebrating, the bionic redneck struck without warning and gave the future US president a stone cold stunner. Donald Trump learned the hard way that you never trust a rattlesnake. At the 2015 SummerSlam, John Cena and Seth Rollins fought in a winner-take-all match. Cena put his United States Championship on the line, while Rollins wagered his WWE title. If John Cena won, he would tie Ric Flair's record of 16 World Championship reigns. Unfortunately, Jon Stewart, the former host of The Daily Show, didn't want to see that happen, and attacked Cena during the match, which allowed Seth Rollins to win. The next night, Jon Stewart explained his actions. He also gave John Cena an apology, but Cena also had something to give, and that was an attitude adjustment. I think Jon Stewart learned his lesson. In 2015, rapper Machine Gun Kelly guest starred on Raw and performed one of his songs live. Maybe it was cooler in person, but people tuned in to watch wrestling, and thankfully they got it. After Kelly wrapped up, Kevin Owens came out and got into a scuffle with the celebrity. KO lifted Machine Gun Kelly up and sent MKG flying off the stage with a powerbomb. I guess Kevin Owens is an Eminem fan. Shortly after returning to Raw in 2010, Edge hosted a special edition of The Cutting Edge. The Raw guest host for the evening, Wayne Brady, decided to come out and cut his own wrestling promo. The Radar superstar even gave Brady some pointers. Just then, the real guest on The Cutting Edge, Randy Orton, made his entrance. The previous week, Edge had cost Orton a title shot, so the Apex Predator was pretty upset, and Wayne Brady ended up paying the price. Rather than get in Orton's way, Brady should have created a free account on FooBar, this video's sponsor. FooBar is an awesome place to hang out with friends, meet new people, play games, and more. Plus, the first 100 people who accept my invitation and sign up will receive a free 25 coin pack. Join FooBar today by using the link in the description. Wayne Brady didn't do that. Instead, he got hit with an RKO by the Viper. After that trip to Viperville, it's not surprising that Brady never came back to WWE. After getting into a feud with Rey and Dominic Mysterio, The Miz realized he needed backup. Out of all people, it was YouTuber Logan Paul who the A-lister decided to bring in. With the two sides even, the Mysterios, Miz and Paul agreed to face off in a tag team match at WrestleMania 38. Despite never wrestling a WWE match, Logan Paul held his own and actually gave Rey and Dom a run for their money. Thanks to some sly teamwork, The Miz and Logan Paul won the match. However, The Miz ended up turning on his tag team partner and gave the YouTuber a skull-crushing finale. Come on, that was a little satisfying to see. Right before Kane and The Undertaker squared off at WrestleMania 14, fans had to endure a speech from former MLB player Pete Rose. The baseball star began mocking the Boston fans and insulting them, but his rambling was interrupted by Kane. In his WrestleMania debut, the Big Red Machine stepped into the ring and gave Pete Rose a tombstone piledriver, which the fans all got excited for. Unfortunately for Rose, this wasn't his last run-in with the Devil's favorite demon. At next year's WrestleMania, Kane was walking towards the ring for his match. Suddenly, the masked monster was attacked by someone in a chicken costume. Kane quickly ripped off the attacker's mask, revealing it to be Pete Rose. The baseball player's plan failed, and he suffered a second tombstone piledriver at the hands of the Big Red Machine. The year after that, it looked like Pete Rose learned his lesson. Kane won his match, and there were no signs of the baseball legend. That was until the exact same chicken mascot appeared in the ring. As it turned out, it was all a distraction, and Pete Rose was going to try and sneak attack Kane. Unfortunately for Pete, his plan failed yet again, and this time, he was given a chokeslam, which put an end to the feud once and for all. On an episode of Raw in 2006, Steve-O and Chris Pontius from Jackass got into the ring and ended up fighting Umaga. Unfortunately for Steve-O, he would legitimately get knocked out. To see what happened, watch this video.